When most women undergo a breast augmentation, they hope it's their first and their last, but are implants designed for life? Well, a former patient of Dr. Orden's wants to know exactly that.
Hi, my name is Kim, and 22 years ago, I had breast augmentation. My plastic surgeon was none other than Dr. Drew Orden. I did some promotional modeling, and I never had any problems with my implants. But they are getting up there in age. I'm turning 40 this year, and Dr. Orden, I just wanted to know if I should have them removed or replaced.
And here she is. Please welcome Kim to the show. So were you truly watching an episode of The Doctors and you thought, that's Dr. Orden?
Yes.
After all these years?
Yes, I was shocked.
Well, he has such a personality.
I know, how could you forget that face? Come on.
You know, this is a special moment for me, doing plastic surgery this many years and seeing a patient that I haven't seen in 20 years. And, you know, I'm so glad that we're doing this piece today with Kim. Kim is the perfect patient to have here to talk about concerns that so many women have. There are millions of women out there who underwent breast augmentation 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and they want to know, what should they do? Your implants may last forever, but the manufacturers at the same time say they may not. So how do you know if you need to change your implants? And part of that, you know, we have to be good doctors. So before the show, I did an examination on her. Part of it is the history. Have you seen any shape in your breast? Do you change in shape in your breast? Do you feel anything different with your breasts? And then the third part of that process is undergoing tests. And in your case, you went through mammography. So I want to take a step backwards first. So women that have had implants 20 years and more, the design of the silicone implants was a little bit different. And you see how they were filled with, this is silicone, but the silicone was more liquid at that point. And the outer shell was thinner, so they did have a higher chance of rupturing. New design implant is a little different. We have a thicker shell. See, we put a hole in this to show this is what we call cohesive gel. So in other words, it's not as runny. If there was a rupture, it's less likely to go anywhere else in the body. Right. So, Kim, I'm sure you're anxious to hear about your mammogram results, right?
Yes, I am. Very much so.
The good news is that there is no evidence of rupture with your implants, that they're sitting below the muscle. They're doing just as well as they were doing when we put them in 20 years ago. Right. And, you know, based on your examination, you have several options. One, because your exam is good, there's nothing negative on your mammogram. Number one, just leave things alone. Right. Number two, if you, in your mind, if you're that concerned, worried, that in itself is an indication to remove them and replace them. So we could replace them either with the same size, a little smaller, a little bigger. A lot of times women want to go a little bit bigger. And the third option is we remove the implants, we use your own breast tissue and do a breast lift because we probably would have to do that just because, you know, years have gone by. If you remove that volume, we want to do it. So my inclination, because I think you look pretty good, there's no evidence of anything going on. I probably would leave well enough alone and just, you know, continue to get yearly checkups, yearly mammograms. But you've got to think about it. If you want to do something else, I was your doctor 20 years ago. Hopefully I'm still your doctor. If you want to change them, if you want a breast lift, I will do that for you.
You would be my man, absolutely.
Thank you.